Hey everyone, SciLife here, and today I'm going to be talking to you about a logical fallacy, and here we go. Rationally speaking, you do not need a formal education in the field of, let's say, astrobiology to know anything or a lot about that material. While for a majority of people, going to school or having a formal education in that background of, let's say, once again, astrobiology, it can be a lot easier for someone to learn about that material, as a formal education kind of gives them direction in the material right in front of them at a steady pace so they can learn about it. However, that's still not the only way. Let's say you are on your own without a school. You have trustworthy material, you have the means to go through the material, you have the capacity and the intelligence to teach yourself the material. Then you can most certainly teach yourself, let's say, again, astrobiology. And that's kind of where the logical fallacy comes in place. While a lot of people sort of think that you can only teach yourself about something or be well educated in a subject with formal education such as college or university, it is not the only way you can teach yourself about something. In this aspect, a formal education is only useful to show society that you are educated in that field. You can still know everything about astrobiology and not have a formal education with it, but you can't have a degree that shows that you know about it, which is, again, in this aspect only with formal education is the usefulness of having a degree in that field. However, this is not to conclude that education is by no means a measure of intelligence, and it is by no means the only way to learn about a subject. Also, this leads me to conclude that although not everyone who is in college or university is more intelligent or more educated in a subject than someone who does not have traditional education, and not everyone who doesn't have non-traditional education is smarter than everyone in college or university, it still does not mean that someone who is not traditionally educated and taught themselves something is less smart than someone who is in college or university. So that means with the 7+ billion people in this world, you can have someone who has taught themselves everything about astrobiology and knows more about it than many people who are educated in that field. And we can use an example for this. Let's go back to the ancient Greek era when we have Aristotle, Socrates, and Plato. Philosophy wasn't really a traditional subject when Socrates started to teach others about it, but he still on his own taught himself the works or the traditional works or the groundwork that we now use for philosophy today, and he went ahead and taught others for free. Now, again, this doesn't mean that he was smarter than other people, but he still taught himself or made the groundwork for philosophy on his own. And you know today, if you've ever heard of Aristotle or Socrates or Plato, that Socrates and the other two were some of the biggest ancient Greek philosophers of all time. Arguably, of course, but you get my point. Anyway, that's just a little bit about a logical fallacy. It's not a specific logical fallacy, but it is still a logical fallacy, and I just wanted to clear that up and use my new camera for the first time. And I'm using this video as a precursor for future videos that will go through other logical fallacies or other subjects such as astrobiology or science or technology like this in the future. So that's why I wanted to make this video now as a precursor to show that even though I may not have a complete formal educational background in the subject, it still does not mean I don't know about it. So thank you for watching. I hope you subscribe if you like this video. If you still like this video, please hit that like button down below and comment if you want to know anything more. Thank you so much and take care, everyone.